First of all, there's 15 scripts that have been sent to me after people found out that I am interested in doing, again, films. So I don't want to bore anyone to go through those things, but this is, the obvious ones, from the Terminator scripts to remakes of Predators, or Running Man, and all of those kind of things, and then also a lot of original stuff. But I'm also packaging a comic book character right now, and I'm going to announce that sometimes end of March or beginning of April, and so you would then find more out about that. But I mean, there's all kinds of great activities. So besides doing the public speaking engagements and traveling around the world and speaking and being back in business in various different investments and businesses and all this, one of the things I'm definitely looking at is entertainment. And but I will continue, as I said to the people in California, we'll continue working on environmental issues to travel around the world and promote a green energy future and a clean environment for our world, which is very important to me. And I will be continuously involved in policy issues because I really enjoyed policy and going after certain things, improving government and improving the political system. And we have been very successful in California to do some of this work, like redistricting and open primaries and so, but there's so much more work that needs to be done. So by being out of office doesn't mean that I will not be involved in those kind of things. And I will continue being involved in Special Olympics, in building after-school programs and promoting health and fitness and so on. So I will have a busy life ahead of me. My kids, of course, they sell outside at the booth goodies, all kinds of t-shirts and lifting belts and books and stuff like that, and Arnold memorabilia and the Conan sword and leather jackets from the Terminator movies and all those kind of things. And that money goes towards after-school programs right here in Columbus, Ohio. But it's always fun for them to be involved in this, to be participating. So I totally get it, that how much you like having your son here. And thanks also for donating the weight to the local school, because I think it's really great. We have in California, we have a program like this where we have schools compete who has the most students participating in physical education and in regular exercise, and the schools that win get then a full gymnasium, $100,000 gymnasium equipped with all kinds of different equipment, and so that gets donated by manufacturers and by various different foundations. I remember that when we had the first Gulf War, I saw an article in the New York Times where I saw various different, I think it was Marines that were working out with sandbags and lifting with sandbags and doing curls with sandbags. And I thought that was inexcusable that we have here these troops over there, brave men and women, and they didn't have the equipment to work out and to stay in shape. They had to do it with sandbags. So I got organized, and I asked Colin Powell, who was not Secretary of State yet, but and Dick Cheney, who were in the Pentagon, and I asked them if we can get the weight over there. If I would get 40 tons of weights, machines, will we be able to go and fly this over there so it doesn't get shipped over, which takes then 3 months? And they said yes. And so I got the equipment together within a week and called every equipment manufacturing company, and we put it on the plane, we flew it over there, and within a few weeks after that, I got the first photographs from the various different soldiers over there, and Marines, and airmen, and so on, and showing me pictures of working out with the weights and with the dumbbells and the barbells and the machines and all of this stuff. So it was really terrific. And now, of course, that is not a problem anymore, because now every single military base in the world has the most sophisticated gyms with hundreds of life cycles and cardiovascular equipment and free weights and machines, resistance machines and all of those things. I mean, bigger than any gymnasium you can imagine anywhere else. So I mean, they really are very well equipped, because they know that if these guys work out, and if these women work out regularly, that it makes them actually better warriors. So this is really terrific of the changes that have happened, and that's what I talked about yesterday, of how much has changed now since the last 40 years. Well, good. Thank you very much for being here today. And of course, there's a lot of Russian bodybuilders now that are training very seriously. They're coming on the world stage. We've seen yesterday on the stage Russian bodybuilders and of course Russian strongmen. You know, it's really extraordinary the kind of activities that go on. I was just in Russia last November and I saw, or it was when was it, October. We were over there in Russia and it's great to see President Medvedev having a huge gymnasium in his house, and I worked out with him there in his gym. And it's great to see someone that is a bodybuilder and also president. I mean, so this is the kind of changes that we have seen over the last few years, and he's very fanatic about training and exercising every day. But there's so many, and of course Russia has been a place that a lot of the strongmen came from. One of my idols, Yuri Vlasov, and Champadinsky and Alexev, and all of those guys were idols of mine. They were all extraordinary weightlifters. So it's great to have you here, and I hope you enjoy yourself in California where you're staying, and keep training. And hopefully one day we see you up here on the stage competing. As you know, we sold the building, so this is why we don't have that restaurant anymore. Someone else has a restaurant there, so there's a restaurant existing, but I'm not in that restaurant business anymore now, because we gave up the restaurant business when I ran for governor. I had to give up all of those businesses and create a blind trust because of the conflict of interest. Okay. But you know, we will have cigar nights and we have all of those kind of things. We'll continue now. Go ahead.
Hello, sir. I'm from Korea. Yesterday, I won Taekwondo Olympic style, so first place. But I didn't get my name here. So they didn't put my name here. Yeah, this is Arnold medal. So I won.
Maybe they didn't know he's gonna win.
No. I mean, I want to get my name here, backside of the medal.
But there are in Columbus the great engraving places. Congratulations for winning.
Actually, the question is,
if our Constitution is amended, will you run for president?
Well, first of all, I don't think it's going to. Thank you. First of all, I don't think it's going to be amended that quickly, because those things take a long time. But if it would have been different, the Constitution, obviously I would have jumped into the race and run for president. But I mean, that's not available for me, so I'm not going to dwell on it, because I always say that every single thing that I have accomplished is because of America. So there's just so many things, so why dwell on one thing that I can't do?
I like when you went down the lava, like they want you to, and like how you pull the bullets out of your back and stuff.
Can his dad translate that?
I understood that he likes the Terminator movie. Good. But isn't the Terminator movie R-rated? Got it. But you do it with, of course, parental supervision, right? Yes. But thanks for the compliment. But the rest of the question I didn't quite understand.
His dad's with him.
Okay.
Could I get a picture with you?
Sure.
I've heard that you're going to make another movie, maybe. Is that true?
He heard you're making a movie.
Not right now, we're not making a movie, but I mean, eventually I will be making one, and if I do, I let you know, okay?
And so I want to know how often you incorporated the vacuum technique that you talk about in your book to cinch down your waist.
Which technique is this?
The vacuum.
You mean the vacuum?
Right, when you were competing.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Right. Well, the vacuum, they were not to, reduce the body weight. I mean, the body weight you reduce by, reducing your calories and all this. But I mean, the vacuum was only something that you control in order to be able to hold your stomach in and to connect the brain with your stomach. Because what happens is a lot of times people forget that you can control your stomach and you can pull your waist in, and you can see that a lot of times today bodybuilders don't use that technique. They don't use the vacuum to just sit there and to practice and to suck in the stomach and to hold it in for a certain amount of minutes. And while you're even breathing, you to hold it in and to really get total connection with your stomach and with your brain, so that you always are aware of that you have control over that. Because otherwise people, when they get older, they just kind of like relax and let it hang out, and that's why people have a stomach. There's no reason for that. You should control your stomach and pull it in. As a matter of fact, Joe Weider once developed a belt called the buzzer belt. And it was a belt buckle that would buzz loud if you let your stomach relax. And so you will be sitting in a meeting somewhere and all of a sudden it goes bing, and people will be looking at your waist and you will be sucking it in again. I don't think he ever sold it because people were embarrassed when the buzzer went off. But I liked it because it really reminded you all the time of sucking in your gut. Because I think it's as important as when you get older to stand up straight, you throw your shoulders back and not to start slouching down and to walk around, kind of like you have no control over your body.